Today we're working on Meep, the Turbo Miata. Doug has already come up this morning and pulled out the seat out of the car, the trim panelings, and folded the carpet back. And we actually found out that inside of here, there are stock bolt holes right here and right there. Dude, stop. Anyways though, and so we're gonna use those same bolt holes to reattach our new harnesses that we got here from Raceland. For right now, we're gonna be using the factory seats, but unfortunately, as you guys know, we have not had seat belts in here since we put in our roll bar. By the way, this roll bar is from Hard Dog. If you guys have a Miata, make sure you go check out these guys. They're really great. Unfortunately though, the way that we installed this bar, it kind of bypassed where the seat belts were, which is like right here. So we can't use the seat belts anymore. We had to take them all out, which is no big deal, but we're gonna go ahead and get started installing the harnesses today. We're gonna attach the back right here to the harness part of the bar, and then we're going to attach the lap belts down there to those bolts and repeat the process in the other seat. And hopefully by the end of the day, hopefully we'll get these harnesses in there and be able to be technically street legal. We're gonna have to put a hole in the carpet. Oh, there is one here. Yeah, very nice, Doug. See, Doug went to school for engineering. This is why I love Doug. Get you a Doug. Look at that. And we get to use the factory locations with the nice carpet covers and everything. This is OEM. Now that we've got our rubber bushings in there, our seatbelt can still rotate just how it needs to. And that looks like a very, very successful lap bar install. Now we're gonna take our fancy dancy attachment hardware here.
Would you look that? Just look that.
And the shoulder belts are gonna attach to this bar here. So we're gonna have to put the seat in and then get that ready to go. Oh. Now our little Miata seat, give it some uggas. Very, very nice, very, very nice. Fresh grade 8 hardware. Wow.
It's almost like we don't want to die in this car.
I definitely don't want to die in this car. I don't want to die in any car, honestly. That is sneeze.
Let me sit.
I don't know, Ugga Dugga this one.
Ugga Dugga.
Now we finally have seat belts and we're legal. Somewhat. After we do the shoulder belts, we just got to repeat everything on the passenger side and then we'll be ready to go.
You want me to be your test dummy?
Sure. Very nice. Good test dummy. Very good. Very, very good. We're doing adjustments right now for the harnesses, but so far so good. They actually fit pretty well.
Hi.
Hi.
I do this because I love you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well,
I love you too, Doug. Ah, look who pulled up. FedEx ground. I don't know what I actually have in FedEx, honestly, today. I have an idea of what it could be. Do I think it's that, though? No, probably not. What you got for me today?
big old box.
Big old box. Uh-oh, big old heavy box. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see it. This is exciting. I'm not gonna lie.
It's my transmission.
Boy, if you don't... Oh my god. Tell me I was not just now asking where my transmission was.
Yeah.
We were just sitting here talking about that off camera. Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking excited. This is a stage 3, completely built MT82 transmission. The trans is actually built by Ben Calamer with Calamer Transmissions. He does seriously excellent work. As you guys know, MT82s generally are pretty weak. The stock one that I have over here has obviously been handling a lot of power, everything that I've been throwing at it actually, without any issues. But the problem is that I don't think it was going to last much longer if I kept it at that power level. So I'm going to be pretty much trying to save that transmission to pair up with that engine once we get everything back together. That way I have a complete power plant ready to go and swap into something. So being that we're in the process of getting all the built motor and everything assembled, which is under that cover right there, I figured why not just go ahead and get a built transmission. We are getting so close now. The only thing that we are waiting on to have this car completely running at this point is the most simple thing of all time, it seems like. We are waiting on freaking retainers. With the new valve springs, I got new retainers because I'm running stage 3 cams on this new built engine, and obviously they're a lot higher lift, a lot more duration, etc. So you want to have stronger springs. So I went ahead and got these billet steel retainers from Pack as well. But the issue is that for some reason the valve locks, which are basically these little half moon pieces inside of there, can you see them around the valve in between the retainer? They're slipping through the Pack retainers for some reason. I called them and they said the stock ones should work, but they're not. So I'm not sure if they accidentally packaged up and sent me the wrong ones, but we're in the process of getting that sorted out. So that is literally the entire holdup on the entire engine. We've gotten pretty much everything else except for the timing set, but once we get the new retainers in, we can put the heads back together. We've actually been having them apart and working on lapping the valves and everything now that the heads are out. Once we finish lapping all the valves though, we'll be able to put in the upgraded Pack springs, but before we can do that, I've got to wait on the freaking retainers. Well, I mean, we're really close. The transmission was pretty much one of the only things that I have been waiting on, and finally it is here. So we've got every component ready to go now except for the timing set and retainers to have this car running. So we're looking good. Since I honestly can't remember every single thing that is done to these. I'm going to pull up real quick so that way I can show you guys what the stage 3 contains. So this transmission is basically the god tier MT82. Everybody that has a Mustang always will go to Ben Calamer to get an MT82 built. He also builds T56s, TR6060s, all of the above. He does seriously fantastic work with transmissions, and hopefully this trans will be able to show you guys here in the future what it will do. Let me read off real quick some stuff. So this stage 3 is built using a billet gear set produced by G-Force specifically for Calamer's transmission. So he is the only one that actually has the G-Force billet gear set inside of these transmissions. He's the only one that can get his hands on them, so that's really cool. No other MT82 has the power capability of this transmission. So there's literally no transmission that will bolt into this car as a direct fit that has anywhere close to the power handling that this specific transmission right here does. This is the top of the line. The stage 3 is offered in both a 26 spline and 23 spline, whereas the 23 spline is like the factory spline, but the 26 spline is actually a good bit stronger. If you do the math, I want to say, I remember I did the math, it was like 46% stronger or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but that's you. So anyways, we went with the 26 spline, being that we are going to be having the triple disc Mantic clutch. So I wanted to have everything as strong as possible. So the input shaft right here is actually a 26 spline billet input shaft. Check that thing out. That is insane. The stage 3 also gets bronze shift pads, billet shift rail stop, new synchro seals, etc. Also, they're cryo treated and rim polished. Really excited, honestly, to be able to have this transmission, for one, but for two, just to be able to hopefully get the car back running with. It's going to be completely built. Like, there's gonna be nothing else left stock on the car. It's exciting. I really am pumped about it. Honestly, for the rest of the day, I feel like I'm just gonna end up sitting here and staring at this. I'm not even gonna want to do anything. So anyways, I gotta transfer over everything from my stock trans to this trans, like the shifter linkage, the Hurst shifter that I have on the car, everything else. And then we gotta put the clutch in, and oh, we're getting close. Holy crap, we are getting close. Really close, actually. We're gonna finish my car, and after my car is finished and running and reliable and everything like that, Doug doesn't know it yet, but we're starting on his car. This is all of his stuff over here. Yep, that is an 88mm turbo that is going to go on his 5.0 Mustang. It's a Roush, as you guys saw in the last video where we went and raced and everything. Jesus, that thing is just ridiculous. How much power did that make on the last car? It made 1250 at the wheel on the last car that this is on. It's a used kit, but very lightly used. If you look at everything, it's like pretty much brand new stuff, so it's really cool. But he's got the completed kit up here, the intercooler and everything. Hopefully after we get my car done and it's running, we're going to be able to get his car up and running, and he's wanting to do a manual trans build as well, so we're going to be able to get a stage 2 or 3 MT82 to go into his car, and he's going to have it turned down probably for a while at like 800 horsepower or so. So at least get him probably in the 9s or close to it. So that's going to be fun. But hopefully here at the shop we'll have some really fast Mustangs here coming up pretty soon. Huh? Save the manuals. That just sparked a whole new level of like anxiety and excitement. Now I just want to get it all back together. Shelby is good, it's fun, but man, it's just not cutting it.
Don't say that already.
Oh no, I know it is. I know it is. But that thing over there though, that is just an animal of a car. Oh my gosh. I need to go fast again, real fast. Look how fancy. Wow. So the last thing that we've got to do on this car, I'm not going to be doing it today, but we just got to get that plate installed into the dash and cut some holes out for the switches, and that's pretty much it. We're almost done with this car completely, honestly. All that I have left that I really want to do to the car is just put a steering wheel in it, and then honestly that's about it. Well, we were gonna go take the Miata for a test drive, but the battery is dead, and unfortunately we cannot find the end pieces to clip the battery charger onto the battery because Daniel used it and set it somewhere and doesn't know where it's at. We can't find it literally anywhere. He said that he picked it up to plug it onto his car and set the clips somewhere, and I don't know where he set the adapter at. We've been looking for it for like 20 minutes. I can't find it anywhere, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get the Corvette inside of the shop, so that way we can take it apart and try to fix the shifter on it, because I think the shifter is a little bit locked up on it for some reason right now. The shifter, oh my gosh, my legs are so sore today. The shifter, for some reason, I can't get into first, third, fifth, reverse, or anything. So I think I've got an idea what went wrong. There's two little bolts that hold the shifter in place, and I'm gonna look in there and see if they're coming loose. Hang on, you ready for that cold start? You ready? Now, unfortunately, since we don't have a reverse in this car right now, I've got to like hold it here. Oh. Shut up. Now I've got to take the console apart once again and adjust the shifter again. I think the shifter came loose. We're gonna see though. I'm telling you, you're gonna see how this thing is designed. You're gonna be like, what the hell? To which I'm gonna reply, I've got no idea.
We have a whole plethora of tools in that toolbox.
Yeah, I'm lazy, and that would have to mean that I'd have to go get up. Okay. Screw this. Oh, look who it is. I don't miss you right now. What the f? He was hiding that shit. I couldn't find that.
Still higher horsepower.
You'll probably blow the tires off.
I'd be, no.
I think what's going to break is going to be the shock of the clutch. I'm saying after that, I think you'll end up spinning the tires before you actually break anything.
No. If you're with the full suspension that's about to go on that car, I could literally just redline it and dump the clutch and it should still go.
I don't think that.
$100.
$100?
$100. All right, everybody witness this.
Then you're saying you can't do burnouts.
Prep track.
Yep. Prep track, full slick, full suspension. He thinks it won't do it. He won't. He thinks it's gonna blow the tires off.
Quoting him, red line clutch dump. It's not gonna spin.
Oh, you were gonna be. You're gonna be so wrong.
You said clutch dump.
Thanks for the $100. Thanks for the $100. The reason why I wouldn't hook before is because I haven't been on a full slick and full suspension. You're not supposed to slip clutches in a manual. You're supposed to be able to just dump them. The reason why I can't do that is because I don't have suspension and tire. After a full slick and suspension, there will be literally nothing holding it back. I'm still mad at you.
Why?
Quit taking my shit, moving it around everywhere.
I literally put it back. It was literally sitting next to the head.
You lost my screwdriver.
I didn't lose your screwdriver.
Yes, you did.
How did I lose your screwdriver?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to ask you. I'm exposing him for being an asshole. Guys, unfollow Zorby. Doug thinks she's fixed. What the fuck? Get the fan. Oh, it was the fan. Oh, yeah. Hey, Doug.
Hi.
Can you do me a favor? Can you go smack Daniel, please? Okay, anyways, though, one of the set nuts on the shifter apparently came loose, and the set screw tightened in all the way, and what was happening is it was stopping the shifter from going all the way forward, and it wouldn't go all the way into gear. I knew it was something really simple, so. First, second, third, okay. So we've got gears back. It actually wasn't anything major at all. In fact, it was just that the set nut on the shifter came loose, so glad it was something minor and not something major again. I'm just happy to say that I think we finally have ironed out pretty much all of the issues, almost. I'm not gonna say that and jinx it, but I think we've gotten everything knocked out. I've been daily driving this car now for the last probably 2 weeks, and it has given me absolutely zero issues whatsoever. Everything has been pretty flawless, so I think I'm happy with it. Yesterday was just a little hiccup, and I'm glad that it was not a big problem.
I mean, realistically, when you have a whole car blown apart like it was, you're gonna have little things here and there to nitpick once you have it back together. So.
Oh yeah, we had every single part of this entire car's driveline out of the car and disassembled and reassembled, so multiple small mistakes get made here, yeah, multiple times, 3 or 4 times. Plus, not only that, this is, I know you've worked on them a few times before, but this is my first time working on any kind of Corvette. So I know whenever I first got my Mustang, that was the first time that I've worked on anything Coyote, and I made, Jesus, did I make a lot of mistakes till I learned the platform. We've got big plans for this car coming up in the next few weeks. I can't really say too much because I don't want to give away too many of the secrets, but it's gonna be really cool, so make sure you guys stay tuned for it. That's the reason really that I've been daily driving it so much and kind of putting miles on it, is just to make sure that it is completely reliable. I got the car knowing that it was gonna have issues, honestly, but either way that you look at it, a lot of people are like, well, why would you buy it? Why did you do that? And blah blah blah, and I could really break it down for you guys, but at the end of the day, it makes content. It's a lot of fun. It keeps our lives interesting, at least. It's not, if you buy something that doesn't have any issues whatsoever and never gives you any issues, then it's kind of boring, honestly. Problems make life interesting.
Yep.
Imagine every day if you woke up and had no problems with your life whatsoever.
I can imagine job security.
God damn it. It's really growing on me a lot. There was a few things that I really didn't like about the car whenever I first got it, and I told you guys the main things really were just the headlights, the shifter, and that's really just about it. We've pretty much knocked out everything that I didn't like about the car, and now it's great. I also thought that it really needed some exhaust, which we put on there too, and now everything is just perfect on it. It's awesome. It really is. It's a really cool car. And nope, it hasn't even been charging. It's not on.
It's not on?
Nope.
It was on earlier.
Somehow the battery charger got turned off, so. Daniel's car is almost done. I'm so excited for him. Honestly, I really am. We got the motor put in and everything. As you guys remember from the video where we assembled the motor and everything, we kind of were worried about it. We got it all put back together though. Everything was flawless. The only issue that we had whenever we first started it up is that Daniel forgot to pull out one of the tabs on the timing chain tensioner. We pulled that tab out and it fixed everything, and she purrs like a kitten now. So he's waiting on a few more things to wrap up the car and get it pretty much completely done. And he's going to be taking it home, and hopefully it'll see its first track day on his updated setup very soon. soon. And I don't want to spoil anything, but if the deal goes through and I do decide to get the Shelby, I'll be taking the Shelby to its first track day with him, which is in probably about a month from now. So I've never actually driven on a track like that. I've never even really taken any turns at all, as you guys know. You've been watching this channel, so it's going to be a completely new experience for me. So I'm excited to be able to take you guys along, and I'm really happy that this is the car that I get to take if I get it. I don't know. So by the way, guys, if you missed the video of the winner of the giveaway winning the car, make sure you click up above right now and check it out. The shipping company is actually supposed to be here tomorrow, I think. I don't know, to pick up Beep the Miata, and we're going to be shipping it over to him in Indiana. So today is like one of the last times that I'll ever be able to see it, and you guys are, this is probably one of the last times that you're going to be able to see it too. So it's really sad, but make sure you guys stay tuned for the next giveaway. Like I said, it's going to be really big, trust me. I guess we can show you guys a little bit of behind the scenes before we end today's video. So what we've been doing is Doug has actually been working on lapping all of these valves and the heads right here. We're actually on the last cylinder right now, so I guess we can show you guys how it goes. It's relatively simple. So I've got this little Coyote valve spring compressor right here. You tighten down on this, and basically what it does is it pushes down these two arms and compresses the two valve springs. Right now, whenever you push those down, you can notice that inside of here there are two little keepers. Magnet pulls one side and the other side. On the inside of here, they're actually ribbed. On the valve right here, it has two little ribs right there, and those three ribs on the locks actually slide into those and hold it in place whenever you let the retainer come up and grab it. Now that we've tightened the springs down, pulled the half moon keepers out, we can loosen up the tool here, and it will actually take all of the pressure and tension off of the valve springs. Now we can pull the whole tool out of the way, and we're left with the stock valve springs, which have been really heavily abused, and our stock retainers here. So the stock retainers are, I mean, they're strong. Definitely don't think that we'll have any problems with them if I were to reuse them, but being that we're going to be using such a stiffer spring, I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4X springs. I definitely just don't want to go with the same stock retainers. So I just got off the phone with the people that I ordered the springs and retainers from, so hopefully tomorrow we will be getting a shipment coming in of new retainers. Hopefully then we'll be able to put this thing together. Once you take the valve springs, the retainers, the keepers, and everything out, basically what I was talking about a minute ago is called lapping valves. So you can get yourself some lapping compound like this. This is valve grinding compound. So right here on the back of the valve, as he was saying, there's a surface right here and a surface right here, which is called your valve seat. And whenever the valve slides all the way in, you notice that it cups all around, and they're supposed to seal really nicely right there. But what happens is as they get built up on them, or they get carbon buildup, or sometimes they'll get a little nick taken out of them. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can really happen, but it'll start to sometimes wear down on those seats, and it won't seal as well. So you can do like a leak down test sometimes, and you may have a little loose compression, or it might be losing compression via leak down. And a lot of times what that's from is because these valve seats right here are contaminated. So basically what lapping them does is it's a grinding compound. Basically, you put on the seat of the valve, put it in there, and you'll actually turn the valve inside of the head, and it basically will seal everything and make it flat again. So that is what has been going on pretty much behind the scenes. This head is completely done. This head is completely done, except for these 4 springs that we were waiting on to show you guys how everything works. So after that though,
really reassembly.
Yeah, assembly is pretty much all that we're looking at. Well guys, that is probably going to be a wrap for today's video. We got the Corvette fixed again. Luckily, like I said, this time it was really minor. We also got the harnesses put in MEEP, which is really exciting because finally the car is legal to drive around now. We have driven around a little bit here and there, but obviously that makes me really uncomfortable because it is really unsafe. Now that we finally got harnesses in here, it is going to be really nice and safe for us, and it really looks good now. I'm excited that we can actually go finally start racing this thing and see what it does. I'm really pumped for it. It's going to be cool. Also, as you guys see, the transmission came in. I'm still so excited about that. I cannot explain to you guys honestly how much I'm looking forward to getting this car done at this point. I'm still waiting on the front runners from Weld. Everything's, I'm telling you, it's slowly but surely coming together. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more stuff, and also we're going to be assembling the motor in the next few videos, so you're going to want to stick around. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys next video.
They running right after me. Yeah. Cause I'm #1, so that means everyone come after me. Hey. I'm at the top and they pray that I fall. Call me LeVar, the way that I ball. They want a little, but I need it all.